Hi, my name's Alex Wang, and today for the class German 88, I will be talking about the concept of Umwelt. So, what is Umwelt exactly? Well, a quick Google search will find you that the definition of Umwelt is the world as it is experienced by a particular organism. Essentially, what this means is how each individual species experiences the world given their perceptions. For example, we might think about how a human will interact with the world very differently from how a dog can, because dogs have much better smell senses, while humans rely more on their visual senses. And I came across a very interesting article called Europe Gone Wild, Back to the Nature on the Continent on Spiegel Online. And in this article, the author talks about a very interesting project that's been going on in Europe currently. That's called Rewilding Europe. And essentially, what the project is, the goal is to recreate the kind of wilderness that's almost disappeared from Europe by reintroducing nature into the city life of Europe. And this project has received a lot of funding recently. About $3 million in startup capital was raised through a lottery in the Netherlands just recently. So this project has been going on for a couple years now and has reached almost 10 areas around Europe, and has really brought a lot of nature back into the continent. And the benefits of this project not only involve nature and the animals that are involved, but also local residents who now have new sources of income from tourism and hunting. And this really revitalizes the local economy and give people from smaller villages and people who may not have access to the cities another way of life. And European tourists can also enjoy nature without spending a lot of money for travel, because you no longer have to go to a exotic country such as maybe Senegal in Africa or Thailand to enjoy nature anymore, because you just simply go to your backyard or travel a couple hours by car to another country very close to you. So, how is this project tied back to the idea of Umwelt? Well, I think it's very important to see that ever since the advent of the Industrial Revolution, humans has been very limited in terms of perception, simply due to every day we're constantly fed with technology and cities and large buildings. I'm sure if you drive through Europe, it would be very hard to see an area of nature that has been kind of untainted by human expansion. And this project, Rewilding Europe, really brings that nature, that lost sense of the wilderness, back into our Umwelt, right? So we can experience that very close to us, rather than having to plan, large vacations or travel. And this has been a very successful project so far, given that many of these places have already teeming with wildlife that has been before pushed out by humans. And this is actually not interfering with. It's not like we're taking cities and shutting them down, right? This is more about taking areas where humans no longer want to live because the soil has been depleted, or there's less chance of economic or manufacturing opportunities, and reintroducing wildlife there and just letting them do whatever they want and letting nature take care of it. So I think this will be very beneficial for Europe as a whole. And yeah, I think overall, Europe will definitely benefit Europeans, not only Europeans, but also everyone who travels to Europe will have experienced nature as part of our senses.